Hello and welcome to this review and news video for the International Racing League. Today we're going to be reviewing the opening round of the GT Sport season at the Interlagos circuit in Brazil and the 10th round of the Formula 1 season around the streets of Singapore. We'll start with the GT Sport race, and the race was won by Prying Stingray Luke Smith, the only driver to pull off a two-stop, which turned out to be a superior strategy. You see on your screen here Kamikaze Fox, a fantastic save on the final lap to keep it out of the barriers to keep his 9th position. But Luke Smith won the race, the only driver to pull off a two-stop. He won it by over 13 seconds from D3FX in second, Convicts Popeye, who beat Doc Holliday on the line, to third. Starrett finished fifth ahead of Killer KD, Fly Soup for 2, Carrington, Kamikaze Fox and Crocodile Bill rounded out the top 10, with Orange Warrior, Joe Bryan, Callum the Boss, Erasmus Venport and Praga failing to score. In the Constructors, Galaxy Motorsport take an early lead with 30 points ahead of Chrysos Racing on 26, Confox 17, with Hot Wheels Motorsport on 14, Porsche on 10, Duke on 4 points. As now we move on to the Singapore Grand Prix, and yet the safety car glitch once again returned to IRL. 7 laps in, the virtual safety car came out every couple of laps, which meant the race was restarted as a 25% race, but Kieran Evans, Louis Quinlan, Lewis Bish and a few others were unable to take the restart, which meant the field of 20 went down to 15 for the restart, with Matthew Alder taking pole position from Francis McGinn in second place. TJ McLean qualified third ahead of Felix Negwa in fourth. But on the opening lap, the first few corners were pretty clean, but Ivan Kuna, his wild dive bomb into about turn 3 took out Luke Smith, Sebastian Goncalves and Lewis Marshall. Ivan Kuna was disqualified from the race and later from the league for that ridiculous move. The race started to rain with 4 laps to go. Cameron West was the only driver to be able to pull off the one stop. He finished in third position despite being forecast to about 7th. But Matthew Alder walked his way to another victory by 13 seconds from Felix Negwa, who just about held off Cameron Weston Edwards for third. In the Constructors' Championship then, Sauber opening up their lead to nearly 50 points ahead of Renault, with Mercedes just 2 points behind them. Haas beginning to slip out of contention in fourth, and Toro Rosso, sorry about that. In the Nations Cup, England well over 300 points ahead of Germany in second. Still a nice battle for third between Macedonia, Scandinavia and Scotland. The Drivers' Championship, Felix Negwa is now over 15 points ahead of Brandon Glover, with Cameron Weston Edwards over a win behind, back in third. Matthew Alder creeping into contention in fourth with 55 points off Felix, with Stefan fifth, Lewis Marshall sixth, Francis McGinn seventh, Sondre Sorhalgate, Louis Quinlan ninth, Luke Smith rounding out the top 10 ahead of Joshua Dangle, Sebastian Goncalves, Lewis Bish, Jorge Correa, James Horworth, Kieran Evans, TJ McLean, Reese Bibby, Michael Amazoru and Sama Siktu, with that 5th place in Singapore rounds out the top 20 as well. Move on to the relegation. Now Ethan Croft, the first in the relegation zone, on 7 points, with his teammate Shark Box on 4. 2 of the Force India drivers, Tyler Bickerstaff on 4, Leland Supertini also on 4 points. They look to be relegated as well. You can see the calendar then. We don't have a race for 3 weeks. The next race is the Malaysian Grand Prix on the 22nd of April. However, a week before that, on the 15th of April, the International Racing League is going to be racing against SRL. I'll leave the link into their YouTube in the description below. It will be a very exciting 10 of our drivers versus 10 of their drivers to find out who has the quicker league and the quicker drivers. It should be very exciting.